rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Go, Waynesville, go! Goes out here wide open, and an easy score.
This is Allen Hilliard Sports, and we are with Coach Barkley here, the Waynesville Tigers. And once again, Coach, it is football season.
You know, Alan, every time I get those phone calls to try to set up some interviews, I know it's getting close. And once August hits, it's here, and we're ready to go.
And coming up, Friday, the Jamboree, you got, I guess, continue the rivalry with Rolla there. Not the same rivalry, I guess, but playing them, Capital City and Union again.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit different. Used to seeing Rolla during the regular season, but due to some conference realignment, that's no longer available. I believe Cap City is not going to be there this year, and Battle took their place. So it looks like we'll go Union, Battle, and then Rolla for the Jamboree.
Alrighty then, got that one wrong. I believe it's been the other way for several years now. But either way on that. Looking ahead this year, just kind of seeing what move-ins have you got, kind of what seniors have or juniors have moved up to seniors, and, what are some of the maybe key players that you're looking at or key, positions that may be strong this year?
We had 12 guys returning that were starters for us last year. We got 7 on offense and 5 on defense. On the offensive side, we got 3 returning letter winners on the O-line. We got our running back, Michael Kelsey Jr. back. We got quite a bit coming back. Defensively, we got at least one person on each level, D-line, linebackers, and DBs. So, we do got a lot of guys filling the pieces in. We got a lot of competition going on. And it's been a great start to the August, and even during the summer was fun just watching them compete. As far as seniors, we got the highest that I've been a part of. We got 30 seniors signed up right now. So that's a good thing. But some of them are new to the program, new to the school district. Some of them are other sport athletes. And we're gonna lean pretty heavy on them to lead us this year.
All right, and then looking at mentioning conference realignment here, you played a few of those teams last year. You had quite a few games that were very close, including one with the Ozark Tigers. But you start the season with the, I believe you are at home, aren't you, to start the season?
Yeah, first game's at home on the 30th versus Carthage. We got the teams that we played last year that we'll play this year will be Lebanon, Ozark, like you said, and then we'll have Glendale and Kickapoo that are also. But, that's 4 out of the 9 that we'll have. We'll have some new teams and joining the COC and crossing over with the West Side. There's going to be a lot of challenges this year.
It can almost be called the Tiger Conference because your first at least 2 games are against the Tigers to start out. Your first road game in Republic.
Yeah,
I believe Waynesville has not played them in, as far as I can remember, they have not played them in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know the exact date on that. But they're a Class 5 state runner-up last year. Very, very, very good team, and even though they lost a lot, they're gonna be pretty. They'll fill in the gaps, and success breeds, and they'll still be pretty good.
Some of the other programs you'll face: the strong Nixa team. Now, not on your schedule, Webb City or Joplin. However, Joplin could become on your schedule here, depending on where the districts fall.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the realignment and the crossover games and all that stuff work, but once we get to the first week and see where we're at district-wise. See if any other schools bumped up to Class 6. We're kind of in that swing area where we could stay in that Springfield, Ozark, Nixa area, or we could go to the St. Louis side. So time will tell on that. We'll prepare as needed.
Now in 6A, I'm not sure if it's better to go to St. Louis to see a CBC or to see a Joplin on the other end of things.
Well,
So
down in this area, you got to be prepared for everything, and no games once you get to that level are real easy. So it'll be a challenge, but there's a lot of football between now and then to be played.
all right, so looking ahead for past the Jamboree here to the first week here, what can fans kind of expect a little different this year? Is things going to be kind of similar to last year?
There's some wrinkles that we've added both offensively and defensively. Obviously, not being able to put it against varsity teams yet. We put it into practice and some other things, but we got to kind of see what works, what doesn't work. Once we do some things in the Jamboree, see what it looks like. So a lot of things we definitely got our bread and butter as far as the run game, and we're going to have to build off that. And defensively, we're just trying to teach them to fly around, make tackles, and you never know what can happen if you run around and do that.
All right, and then looking at some of the other changes here, any more, changes, with the games or anything like that going on that you know of this year?
As far as I know, it's pretty set in stone, and hopefully next year will be the same. And every 2 years, you never know what can happen. So we'll see, but we'll take it game by game, week by week, and year by year.
So we're expecting a cat fight for week 1 and 2, I guess.
All the time, every time, baby.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot, and we will talk to you after the Jamboree.
See you, Allen.
All right.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and their coverage of Dixon Bulldogs sports, including baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, and more. Be sure to give them a call for your educational needs, and if you have any questions. Sports again for another exciting interview. This time we got the Coach Malbach from the Waynesville Lady Tigers softball team here. Coach, you have some new friends to play with this year.
We do. We had quite a few freshmen come up that we're really excited about and ready for them to develop in our JV and potentially step into the varsity playing field this year.
Now looking ahead, last year, a fairly successful season. You had some pretty good competition, but overall, improved on the program and even kind of the JV levels improved through that. And are you expecting to see those kind of improvements work their way up the chain?
Absolutely. Last year we broke our own personal record. We had 16 wins last year for the season. Lost in the district game. The only difference this year is we're going to be in a tougher conference going down south. But, we're planning now and preparing to compete. That's all we can ask for.
All right. Now looking at the coming up, especially the Jamboree, you have Rolla and I believe Cuba coming into that. So.
We do.
Rolla, an opponent you know very well. Cuba, probably not quite as much, but...
Yeah, I don't know anything about Cuba. Rolla, Coach and I, we talk often, and we, we're going to come compete against Rolla. Hopefully come home with a good, strong 4 innings in the Jamboree. And, again, against Cuba, we just want to come out and compete. We want to leave everybody with the lasting impression that Waynesville's gotten better, and Waynesville's ready.
Now, facilities here, obviously, some of the nicest. I mean, you could hold a state tournament here almost with the facilities at this place.
Absolutely. We have, we've traveled up to St. Louis. We've traveled as far as Springfield and beyond, and there's not a complex that is better than ours.
Yep, I think the only thing you're missing is, several hundred more bleachers, essentially. And, I mean, this is as nice as most of the college stadiums.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, we are very fortunate with what we have. Ready to put it to good use this year.
So kind of looking from some of the returning juniors coming into their senior year or sophomores, do you have any standouts that, coming up from last year that should be, filling some of those gaps that left?
Not filling any gaps senior-wise. I've got Giselle Perez, who has been a 4-year starting varsity player for us. She is a powerhouse offensively, returns back out at first base. Last year she played a little bit of outfield for us, but her main primary defensive spot's at first base. I've got Camden Rains, who's working in towards an outfield position, but she's also pretty strong on the base paths for us too. Juniors, we've got a large junior class. We had a move-in this year that'll also see some split time on the mound this year in the circle with Reagan Grossminer. We are stacked 4 pitchers deep at the varsity level, all which keep us competitive.
Now it's something, especially the COC that you're joining is an important part of it, as quite a few games playing, sometimes several in 1 week there. Mm-hmm. And really pitching, give you an option just to kind of rotate in a few of those pitchers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got pitchers throwing, 55, 56. We've got pitchers throwing 50s. We've got pitchers throwing 48s. It just really depends, and with a lot of movement on each one. Like I said, we've got the skill set in the circle to compete, which we're really excited about. We've not had this depth in pitching before. At least in my 7 years.
Now, recently they started softball in the middle school level. Has that contributed to some of these freshmen and sophomores as they've moved their way up from the middle school level? Have you found a few of them that have?
Oh, absolutely. We have 5 freshmen that will play for us, and they've all but one has played at the varsity level. All played for our middle school program, and we had one transfer in. But they all have made gains and improvements, so it is very promising within our middle school program.
And not many people remember that softball has not been around that long, this version of the softball program. It kind of disappeared for about 25 years, and it came back around 2006, 2007 from playing there by the community center, and really turned into one of the top programs in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing with being in a high military area, we are very transient. We are unfortunate in the sense that we don't have the facilities that your bigger cities, St. Louis and Springfield, do as far as training facilities with instruction. And so having a middle school program has really brought that into it, as well as our youth league that we have here in the summer in Waynesville as well.
Okay. Now looking at some of the stuff here, the radio coverage has disappeared, but all the home games will be on Allen Hilliard Sports to replace those. So that way you'll have video, and most of the time you'll have play-by-play, I imagine.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take anything we can get. I've got a great group of girls. They've worked hard in the off-season. They're working hard in season, this preseason. And we're just ready to get to work, finish, and show them what we can do.
All right, Coach, appreciate it, and good luck this season. We will see you. We'll be live at 4:30, I've been told, on Thursday.
Perfect.
Security Bank of Pulaski County has been a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years now, including supporting in all the sports, including the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League area schools, as well as some other events that we have done. Be sure to stop and give them a call if you happen to need some banking needs. They are a member FDIC and a proud supporter of the area community. Once again, thank you, Security Bank of Pulaski County. And Allen Hilliard Sports will provide Waynesville youth football and cheer with all live coverage of their home games this year. They have kids ranging from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. Waynesville Youth Sports has been around for many years, helping to promote football safely and prepare the kids for football in middle school. Be sure to visit Allen Hilliard Sports as we bring live coverage of, again, youth football every Saturday. The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all Dixon athletics that are broadcast and not broadcast. Be sure to support the Dixon Booster Club. Check them out on Facebook if you'd like to become a member.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who who take part in high school sports or activities.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank the Waynesville School District and all the people there for helping to provide with these broadcasts, providing the facilities and providing the opportunity to do these facilities and allowing us to be there. Once again, thank you from Allen Hilliard Sports. And be sure to support the Waynesville Athletic Booster Club. We do regret to inform you that former football coach Chris Lowe passed away this month in August. He was a former football coach and recently a coach at Reed Springs. We pray for his family. Team US Justice Soccer is a proud sport. Allen Hilliard Sports, they have programs from elementary to high school. Give Coach Madrano a call or check him out on... All right, welcome here. This is the second preview we've done this year. And this is Waynesville Tiger Soccer. So we're here with head coach here. You want to introduce yourself and how many years you've been here?
Coach Thornburg. I've been coaching Waynesville High School soccer since 2008 as an assistant. Took over the program 2 years ago. This will be my third season as head coach with the program. So been a while, been a long time.
All right, Coach. And then last year you had a very good season there. Ended a little early in districts, but started out, I believe, took a while to get that first loss there, and really still had a good season to close out the year. And going into districts down in, I believe it was Ozark and schools from that area. But what are you kind of looking for this year, since most of those schools are now in your new conference?
Yeah, so the team last year had a lot of experience. A lot of those guys have been playing 4 years on varsity, and so they were a really athletic group and pretty technical. So we could play at a really high level and compete with some of the best schools in the Southwest Missouri region. Tough draw in our district. We just had a lot of good teams, and any one of those teams could have easily won districts. And so unfortunately we got matched up against Kickapoo. We have yet to beat them as a program, so they're our Achilles heel apparently. So our new conference is really difficult. It's all those same schools plus Nixa, plus Carthage, Joplin, Neosho, Webb City. All those schools have really good long traditions of winning, strong programs, technical players. I think we'll match up well. We'll be competitive. We'll be a vastly different looking team. I think we'll be really hardworking. We're not quite as big or as technical, but our fight as far as the program and how we play should put us in a real good spot to be competitive in all our games.
All right, and where do you start out the season? Where's the Jamboree this year?
Jamboree is in Washington, Missouri. I don't remember the exact date on that one. It seems to always change, and the last couple of years we haven't done it because of the heat. So hopefully we're able to get our Jamboree in this year. Our schedule, first part of the schedule of the year, our first game right now is scheduled against Poplar Bluff on September 12th, but it looks like there may be an opportunity to add a game before then too. So we're still working on some stuff. So adding a few more games before we kick off.
All right, and who are some of the returning players from last year that are going to make an impact, and who may be some of the new players that you're seeing here, maybe JV or some of the move-ins?
Yeah, so we got lots of returners. We got a fairly good senior group coming back. Right now, Say Fowler and Tristan Borner, two seniors that are going to be college-bound. Both are strong D1-looking recruits right now. Tristan Borner's in goal, standout in goal, one of the best goalies we've had in program history. Say Fowler, again, one of the best players technically that I've ever seen in our program's history. Both are incredible players that we'll kind of really build around. Fortunately, one being in goal will help us build out of the back defensively. The other one traditionally plays as a midfielder, and so he'll really kind of be the catalyst for organizing the team and helping us in transition, whether it's defensive or offensive transition. So both are really strong players. We've got, again, fairly large group of experienced players from last year. I expect lots of things from some of the juniors who were on the team that are moving up. Ace Long looks really good right now. He and Tristan Borner are both going to be kicking for the field goal team with the Waynesville football program. But they both are leaders character-wise and physically. Like they look really good and look like they'll contribute. We have a new move-in by the name of Alex, who looks really good right now. Another one There's a lot of guys. I hate to single out any one, but there's a lot of guys that I'm excited about. Will Figueroa, who's been with us, and he'll be a senior. He's looking really strong right now. We got some juniors, Avery Paget, Caden Carter. They were with us last year. They're looking strong. They're really matured. I think they'll really help contribute to our overall success this season.
All right. And then looking ahead, I'm assuming you're probably going to be the Class 4 or 5 or whatever the highest class soccer is. And
yeah.
I don't know if they added a 5th one to that yet. They probably should one of these years, but
they're still filling out Class 1. We're Class 4 is our highest class, but yeah, we're toughest schools in the Southwest Missouri Conference. Our district is going to probably be identical to what it was last year, which was Nixa, Glendale, Kickapoo,
Ozark, I think.
Ozark won it last year. Glendale won it the year before, so all those schools are always competing. They're always in it for conference titles. So it's going to be a tough competitive season, but we're excited about what we have, and I fully expect us to have a successful year again.
All right. I appreciate it, Coach, and we will see you throughout. We do have a planned broadcast, a couple of them hopefully in the end of the year. I believe there's some plans to make that happen.
Awesome.
So
look forward to it. Thank you for your coverage.
Thank you. All right, bye.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Also, be sure to check out Allen Hilliard Sports on YouTube and on MSHSAA TV this year, as many of our broadcasts will be broadcast on both. Also, check us out on Facebook on Allen Hilliard Sports. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all of your high school updates from across Missouri. Guy Newcomb doing that, and he also does a radio show on Friday nights. Keeps track of all the scores, interviews coaches. Check them out, MissouriSportsNetwork.com. And I want to thank you from Allen Hilliard Sports and myself, Allen Hilliard, for watching today and listening, however you're taking in this content here. And remember to support those local kids, local schools, local businesses that help make everything happen. We hope to see you live during some of our broadcasts.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.